Well, doggone. JD Vance is doubling down on the Trump campaign's latest and most outrageous lie that Haitian immigrants are stealing dogs, cats, and ducks and eating them. But this time he gets smacked by a reporter who confronts it on him, and it totally rattles him. We're going to show the footage of JD Vance doubling down on this lie, or should I say, advancing it. But first, let's put this insidious lie into its proper context. Just like the lie that gangs have taken over apartment buildings in Aurora, Colorado, this lie is designed to demonize the immigrant community, and both of these vicious lies have legs. Social media was deluged with posts about how the Hells Angels were riding out to rescue the apartment building in Aurora. That lie got debunked. And finally, investigative reporting discovered that the building in question was owned by a slumlord who spread the rumor because he was in trouble with the city. And speaking of slumlords, no one is more responsible for the Haitians are stealing dogs and eating them lie than former slumlord and segregationist Donald Trump. He's said it multiple times and even trotted it out at the debate last night.
A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Now, you watch Donald Trump repeat this lie at the debate, and it's really hard not to notice that he is coming unhinged, that his over-the-top delivery is a giveaway, that he's lying and he knows it. So then it's up to the spin room in the post-debate to protect the campaign against this harmful moment, to find ways to soften the statement, redirect attention from it, and highlight something else. Well, JD Vance must not have gotten the memo because he doubled down on the lie. And for once, I'm going to say, JD Vance is not totally stupid. If he defended and advanced this lie, it means one thing. This lie is very important to the campaign. Let's look and find out what is so important.
Senator Vance, what do you say to Haitian Americans and Haitian immigrants who say spreading false claims about them put their lives at risk?
Well, I don't think that no one has spread false claims. What they've said is that a small migrant community, 20,000, so it's big for the city of Springfield, but it's small compared to all Haitians in the United States of America, that small migrant community has caused a lot of problems. It's led to higher rates of communicable diseases. That's a verifiable fact. It's led to animals disappearing. Many of my constituents have said that has been happening. It's led to higher home prices. That is a verifiable fact. So this influx has led to a lot of
But you said that immigrants have eaten animals, and city officials have said that that's not true.
City officials have said that's not true. That's not actually accurate. What they've said. The
Springfield city manager said there's no evidence that immigrants are eating animals, and you have been saying, and Donald Trump just said on stage that they are eating animals. I'm asking you. Yes, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Can you answer
go ahead.
Can you ask the question and then let me answer it?
Yes,
please. The city manager said there's no verifiable evidence. A lot of residents on the ground have said that there is. That just means the city manager, I think, isn't fully in touch with what's going on the ground there. I've heard from many of my own constituents who have seen these things with their own eyes, who have seen these abductions with their own eyes, who have seen geese being taken out of local parks and slaughtered in front of their eyes. What do I think is a bigger problem? Insulting 20,000 people, or the fact that my constituents can't live a good life because Kamala Harris opened the border? I think it's Kamala Harris needs to do her job.
A lot of these Haitian immigrants have
happier
moved
and healthier in this country.
A lot of Haitian immigrants have moved.
So, okay, the first question that has to be asked here is, who is this woman reporter and why isn't she being hired to replace Dana Bash at CNN? Here is a reporter who knows how to keep hounding politicians when they give BS responses. If every reporter had done that in 2016, then Trump would be a footnote of history. And more importantly, we wouldn't have to listen to him every day. Second, pay close attention to how Vance tries to defend the lie by denigrating the city official who is providing information against it. Vance is, in effect, saying that the city manager of Springfield is lying in order to save his job. Yes, that doesn't sound familiar. And this is one of the more common tools in the Republican toolkit. Cast dispersions on anyone who contradicts you with the facts. Vance's contention that his constituents are on the ground and reporting something else is laughable. It is the rhetorical equivalent of, some people say. And there's only one thing more laughable than that strategy, and it's Vance's closing strategy. Run away! Vance literally tucks his tail and runs because this reporter was going to keep confronting him until the lie that he is promoting is totally put down. And all this would be grotesquely funny if it weren't so dangerous. And it is dangerous. The reason Trump and Vance hang on to this lie and cling to it like a dog with a bone is precisely because it's part of a larger dehumanization narrative. It's an important step in the part of a bigger plan for massive and bloody deportation, a program that is described in Project 2025 and promised repeatedly by Trump. And when I say bloody, I'm not using hyperbole. I'm quoting. Listen to Trump in Wisconsin.
In Colorado, they're so brazen, they're taking over sections of the state. And, getting them out will be a bloody story.
Now, this is the guy who separated babies and children from their parents and threw them in cages just because they have brown skin and crossed the southern border. So when he says his mass deportation scheme that is going to use the National Guard and the Army is going to be bloody, you can believe him. Trump and Vance are laying the groundwork for deportations, concentration camps, and executions right in the streets of America, and all based on race. So not only must these two be defeated in this election, but all their Republican enablers must be thrown out of office as well. We need a blue tsunami in November, and we need to work to make that happen. You can start by checking that your voter registration is still valid. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.